Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Cloudrenaline, joined by my housemate Sam and best friend, because today what we're doing is the best friend challenge.
This should be good fun.
It should be good fun. It should be good fun. It will be. So I've dragged Sam down from his room into the heatingless abyss that is my room because our heating's broke at the moment.
I can see my breath.
And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying to make sure we know just enough about each other to pass this test. I have a list of 55 questions loaded up, and we're going to use a random number generator to find out which questions we want to ask. One of us will wear headphones, the other person will answer a question about the other person, and then we'll trade off. Then that person will wear the headphones, so I'd be wearing the headphones this time. Sam would have to answer it for me, and then we'll try and see if we actually know the answer for the other person.
This is going to break our friendship, isn't it?
It'll either break it or make it. We'll come out stronger or alone.
Good.
Yes, right. So, the first question that we're going to be asking is... Generate.
Number?
So, 31. Number 31 is... Does your best friend have any nicknames? Do you want to put on the headphones first?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, you have a plethora.
It's whether it's the actual nicknames or whether it's what you're doing.
Okay, right. So we have music so that he can't hear what I'm saying.
Okay, go.
He can't hear me. I've never loved you. Yeah, I hope he doesn't listen back to this. Right, so nicknames for Sam. Oh, blimey. He has loads. So we're going to go with Samwise after Sam from Lord of the Rings. We're going to go with Kazu Matsumoto, which is his screen name for most things online. And a final one, Makai. In university, loads of people called him Makai because they didn't like his first name, so they just used his last name. And I think that's about it. Right, so now what's going to happen is I'm going to turn this music off and we're going to trade off. He has to try and figure out what nicknames I have.
Cool.
Right, so you've got to try and answer nicknames for me.
For you, okay.
Narrow it down to 3. I came up with 3 for you.
3, okay, 3. Okay, cool.
Ready?
Go. Okay, so with Perry, it would be either... So the first one would be Perrington, would be one that he uses for quite a lot of his stuff. Obviously his channel name, so Cloudrenaline. Oh no, one that his sister always calls him. His sister always calls him Pezwi. Pezwi. Good. Okay. Cool. Go. So
nicknames I came up with for you.
Do I say the ones that I think that you're gonna do first, or?
I'll go for you first. So nicknames that people call you most, I'm gonna go with Samwise. After
okay,
Sam from Lord of the Rings. My sister calls you it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, a few other people call me that.
Yeah, I went for our Facebook timeline the other day, and I used to call you it a lot more than I do now.
Yeah, it's kind of like gone into...
Not really used as much, yeah. It's more of a youthful name. It's fair to mention Sam and I have been best friends for 7 years now, so it's been an aging, growing, evolving relationship as an amorphous blob. So the second one I came up with was Kazu Matsumoto. Yep.
My name that I use for everything.
Yep. If you ever want to find him online, just look that name up and you will probably find him. Find him, hunt him down, make a witch hunt, burn him at the stake. And the final one was Makai, because uni. Yep. So you agreeing with those 3?
No, yeah, I go for those.
Okay, what were the 3 you came up with for me?
So the 3 I went for you was the first one I went for was Perrington.
Yep, that used to be my screen name for ages.
Which, as I said, you use it like everywhere if you're not doing anything like official channel-wise. Speaking of channel-wise, second one was Cloudrenaline.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, it's not really a nickname; it's more of a screen name.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
And then the last one, I really struggled with thinking of the third one because, like, I don't call you any nicknames.
No,
but
you just shout at me.
But
why haven't you put the bins out, Perry? There's so much washing up.
But the last one was oh yeah, your sister calls it you all the time.
Oh god, yeah.
Pezwi.
Yeah, that's what my sister uses for me. That is.
So
this is who can embarrass each other the most now. Right?
No, because it's a nickname that you don't get called anything else.
That's true. That's like the only real nickname I have now, other than my channel name and the one I use for my screen name now.
Yeah.
Slight update on how I want this to work.
Ooh.
So how it's going to work is we'll swap headphones and then you have to answer the question for yourself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we'll do like a blind, I answer it for you, swap headphones, you answer it, then we'll converge, then I put headphones on, you answer for me, you put headphones on, I answer, and then we see if they're lined up. Because then we've set it to the camera and we can't lie.
I like that.
Okay. We're making this up on the fly.
As we go along.
Okay, so the second question using the random number generator will be 23, like the hit movie 23. What favourite memory do you two share?
Oh, so many.
Oh, okay, we don't really need to trade off on answering this one. We'll just see if they line up. Okay.
Oh, man.
Right, do you want a moment to think?
So, favourite memory that I've shared with this guy who's dancing away, doing his own thing, is just after we finished sixth form, we decided we would go interrailing together, which, for those of you who don't know, means that you get a special travel ticket and you are allowed to ride on trains anywhere in Europe for like 2 weeks to a month. We went away for 2 weeks and we travelled all across the continent, and it was just absolutely amazing. And like, we learned so much about each other. I feel that was like a cementing point for our relationship, in which like we kind of really bonded, and it was great, and I'd recommend it to anybody. So just do it. Do the thing. So pause the thing. Okay.
I've just suddenly realised the difficulty of this one question, because we've had 7 years. How am I to pick one?
Pick, like, one thing?
Apparently you did. You did it straight away. You didn't even need time to think.
Yeah, well, I mean...
The time he wasn't there.
I mean, whether it's a single memory or not, like... Yeah.
Oh, no, this is a... Right.
Hit me with that sweet, sweet music.
Okay, finally thought of a memory. We're good. Right, so Sam and I hadn't known each other very long. This was about a year after meeting him, and it was around Christmas time, and Sam has this ability to pick amazing presents, birthday presents, Christmas presents. I can never top him, and this was the first time he did it. So we didn't know each other very well, so I didn't think he was going to go all out, but Sam knew I was a big fan of Death Note. And what happened was we were at a bag pack for our life-saving group that we were a part of on Saturdays, and we were going to exchange presents after we finished, and Sam hands me this sort of thin package that's been wrapped up, and I thought, we haven't known each other long, maybe it's just a dairy milk bar. And I say it to him like, yeah, you've only gotten me this dairy milk chocolate bar, it's fine, we've not been friends long. I open it and he's gotten me a replica Death Note with all of the names from the series written into it, and I just lose my mind. I didn't know what to do. Like, I'd only gotten him something really small, I forget what, but he's just set the bar so high, and I'm still catching up. So let's compare and see what he said.
Good, excellent. Okay, so...
Do you want to say which one you said first?
Okay, so I said...
Was it early or late into our friendship?
I'd say it's kind of like middling. So
middling?
What I said was, I said the entire time that we went interrailing.
Interrailing would have been a good one, because I went for a specific point.
Oh, so I said that entire kind of like 2 week segment was like, we found out so much about each other, and I felt like
we just forced together.
We were forced together for like an extended period of time. We saw each other at our worst.
Yes, we did. Do you remember when we were going to Prague and I thought I'd left my passport in Germany, and the whole train ride I was like, I don't know what to do, I'm not going to be able to get home.
And then we got off the train and then we were on the platform and you were like, oh my god. And
just tearing the bag apart.
And it was like, okay, like, we've got this, it's fine. If we need to, we can get you back on the train and back up to where we need to get the passport.
5-hour train journey.
Luckily, he finds it at the bottom of his bag because he's packed it like an absolute goon. So it's at the bottom there, so we pick it up and we're like, we're fine with it.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, so this entire 2 week period, I felt like the fact that we were together for so long, for that time period, literally like 24 hours a day almost, just with each other, chatting and like finding out more stuff about each other than just hanging out. And
I mean, to be fair, we have just lived at each other's houses over like summer and
valid, but up until that point, like it was never for that long, for that like whole and like it was an adventure going abroad and taking all this new culture in and like just being together and being like, I was like, this is the guy that I need to have my back.
That's sweet.
Forever.
That's sweet.
Like,
do you know the one I went with?
What did you go for?
I went for the first Christmas we knew each other.
Okay.
Do you remember when we were doing backpacking for lifesaving?
Yes.
And you gave me the present. Yeah,
it was the present. Oh yeah.
And I thought it was a chocolate. I was like, oh, it's a dairy milk. I know what it is.
I was just like, yeah, it's a chocolate bar, mate. I just thought, whatever. I just gave it to him.
I still got it.
Oh, and he just
back home.
He just opens it, and his face just like, he was so disappointed, and then it just went. Oh. Like, yes.
Yeah.
Pick the right thing.
I mean, I've wrote some names in there. It's not worked. I can tell you it doesn't work, but I've wrote some names in there.
But it's the thought that counts.
No, I love it.
Aww.
Next question.
Next one is question number
27. Strange phobias.
Strange phobia.
I know I've got a load. I don't know what you've got for them.
I can. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, I'll go first for this one because I'm just gonna ramble. I don't know what your phobias are.
Favorite phobia.
So, Sam has an issue. He doesn't like to talk about it much. He's afraid of pigeons. And I try taking him into town, and there's pigeons, there's pigeons in town. He was walking home with a loaf of bread one day, and the pigeons, they just swarmed. They swarmed all over him. He didn't know what to do. The pigeons were coming left, right, center, above, below, and they were just pecking and cooing. Now, anytime I try and coo at him, he freaks out. I'll do it after he takes his headphones off and see how he reacts, but it won't be pretty, guys. It's not going to be great. So we'll see how this goes.
Ooh, speedy. Ooh.
You see, it's not great, is it?
What?
No, you don't get context yet.
What just happened? Okay, so phobias, weird phobias that Perry has. Don't know if it's a weird one, but like a general one is he reminds me frequently that he's got agoraphobia, so like he doesn't like wide spaces.
You've already guessed one of them. I can tell by your hand movements.
I like to articulate, okay? I like to gesticulate. But yeah, so agoraphobia. So he doesn't like big spaces, which was so if he goes into like a wide open space and there's nothing much around, then he doesn't like that. Other weird phobias that he has. I feel like there was something that I remember recently that he didn't like. He was like, he proper freaked out about. Oh no! I pass. I don't know. I can't. There was something other than agoraphobia.
It's funny because I can see the waveform as we're recording this, and anytime Sam goes, it just goes beep. Right. As I told you guys, Sam is afraid of pigeons.
Oh,
there may be some strong language that has been horribly beeped out. That's why I cooed at you.
I'm not afraid of pigeons.
I didn't know what to say.
Definitely not. Like, though, to be fair, when I was younger, I did have this weird thing where I was like, all pigeons are absolutely evil. And like they were from.
You see.
But I'm not afraid of them per se. I just get really annoyed by them.
I told that story about when you had a loaf of bread in town and the pigeons attacked. Right, so for me, I have 3 main phobias. The one that Sam evidently guessed was agoraphobia. Open spaces.
Yeah. And there was one that was on the tip of my tongue that I couldn't remember recently.
Right, so what animal do I hate more than anything? Shamu.
Oh, killer whales.
Yeah, I have a phobia of killer whales. I don't like them.
We were talking about Women SeaWorld and
killer whales.
Because they are vicious.
And the final one is hairdressers. I'm not great with hairdressers because a long time ago I went to a hairdresser's and for some reason, no, it was my mum. She was clipping my nails with nail clippers.
Oh.
And she just lopped a load of my thumb off.
It's not hair though, is it?
No, it's a general. I mean, there's not really a profession closer to nail clipping than
nail clipper. Do you have like a
pedicures?
ball nail clipper?
Yeah, I've never been to someone that gives you pedicures. A beautician.
No.
Never been to one of those, but I feel like that would terrify me.
Fair.
Right.
Okay,
Cool. We learned something new about Sam and his fear of pigeons.
I'm not afraid of pigeons.
Cool. Next question.
Okay. What's the randomizer say? It gives us
55 again. 12. Where does your best friend want to live when they get older? Japan.
Yeah, that was easy.
Japan. Next one. Final one.
Cool.
So the final question is, I want the exact wording. What do you admire most about your friend? Friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is this one where we try and guess what each other admires about the other? Or
that feels narcissistic.
Or do you just want to do it like we say it and then at the end we say what we admire?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's a nicer way to end this out.
Yeah, because we don't want to guess what's so great about me. Everything. Nothing. He has to pick one. He has to pick at least one thing. Honestly, I think the reason that Sam's been my best friend for so long and why we've stuck with each other is, as far as friends go, Sam's not one of those people that needs to constantly talk, constantly validate the fact that we're friends. And that's one of the reasons we've clicked so much, because we both have off days. And he really knows how to pick me up if I've had an off day. Like, while I've been going through this PGCE recently, teaching in schools, I've had bad days. I've had days where nothing's gone right. And I can just come home and instantly just be like, right, we're writing off this evening. We're going to chill out. We're just going to have fun, essentially. And that's what I need. That's really what I need. He knows how to calm me down when I've been stressed out and just make things seem a little bit brighter. And point out the positives when I can see nothing but the negatives. I'm not a pessimist, by the way. I'm quite optimistic by nature. But when I'm in that place and when I'm really stressed, I see nothing but negatives, and he will find the smallest positive and then use that to segue into, no, it didn't go quite as bad as you think, but still, you're stressed. We'll just have fun, we'll have a nice evening, and just not worry about the stresses. Take it again tomorrow. Also, that music's really loud. Yeah, that's why this guy's my best friend, and I love him so much. Yeah! I've just trash talked you for an hour. You can't even hear me saying that. I have just trash talked you for a solid few minutes.
just like, he's an absolute waste of space.
Oh my.
Screw him.
Oh, I mean, I'm going to use this opportunity to pimp slap you on camera.
Yay!
Oh, it is loud.
It is very loud. Cool. So, what do I admire the most about Perry? Like, it's a case of where do I even start? If he puts his mind to something, he can achieve it. If he picked up fire staff one day on a whim, and by the end of the next 2 weeks, he'd mastered spinning it around on fire and doing whatever. He wants to juggle, he can juggle. Like, if he wants to get good at a game, he sits down, he does it. He does that. If he wants to excel academically, he just has to put his mind to it, and he does it. Like, he's an absolute machine when it comes to achieving goals. And that kind of work ethic and that kind of that is exactly what makes him.
It's not necessary. I don't know what you're saying.
It's exactly that kind of dedication and that kind of drive that makes him the person that he is. And not to mention the fact that he is the most caring, the most upbeat, the most happy-go-lucky guy that you will ever find in the world. If you're feeling down, if I've ever felt down, I go to Perry and I can say my mind to him, I can be honest with him, and he'll take me for who I am, and he'll just give me the best advice utterly possible. He's literally my best friend, and I wouldn't change a single bloody thing about it. Don't
touch the face!
Keep doing what you're doing.
Right, I'm calling that as done. Physical abuse means you're done.
Fair play.
This is going to be a nice note to finish on. Yeah, I said a couple of things, but the main one was specifically recently, really recently, with the whole me being constantly stressed. You know how to bring me out of that place. When everything's going to pot completely, and I just need someone to rant maybe this went right, maybe this was good. It's yeah, that's what you do. And when I have a bad day and you're playing Overwatch in your room, we're playing Overwatch tonight. Good. That's what I need. That's what I need. And yeah, it's just bringing out the best in me, all in all, I'd say.
Thank you.
Man, this is cute. This is cute.
Thank you.
This is bloody cute. Your go. Your go.
I said I led off with just kind of your ability to put your mind to something and then just master it. So you fire stuff, you jump in.
Pick up a weird skill.
As I call it, he's doing that thing again. And whenever we pick up a new game, he'll pick it up and he'll just master it within a few beats. And that was my initial thoughts with it. And then I was well, no, you're that's something that I admire about you for what you do. But overall, it's your ability to see the best in absolutely anybody. But if I ever feel down or anything, I know that I can come and and talk to you, and I can be oh well, I feel bad, and I can give you my honest opinion on anything in the world.
Yeah, we are brutal with each other. We do not hold back.
And you will turn around and you will be okay, cool, that's that. But here's what I think, and I couldn't value that opinion more than anybody else in the world.
That's really sweet.
Literally,
that's so cute.
And I don't mind saying it, but I literally wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, because you're my little pillar of support.
Okay. Okay, guys, this is gonna be a tender moment here. Just come here. So after like tearing each other apart for a solid however long this video is, it's a nice note. It's a nice note. We are friends for a reason.
We are friends for real. Don't let it fool you.
It's not all just for the camera, I swear. Right, so on that really sweet note, I'm gonna end off this video here, but join us next time when the Undertale finally comes back because I'm stealing. Yeah, it's been asked for. It's been asked for. Some people, maybe
you
one or two.
You want to see a genocide run after all this sweet talk?
I want to see a genocide run after all this talk. End it all, old friend.
Truth.
Yes. I like to think when we're old, we're going to be like Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen. We're just going to play chess in the park.
That is literally friendship goals.
Yeah.
At the end.
I also want the superpowers, but we can get to that like next time.
Professor X or you Magneto?
I want to be Magneto. You can be Magneto if you want.
I'll be bold. I'll be the bold guy. I'll take it.
Have you seen this? It's like a fire still. Right, so until next time, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!